Hey there, everyone. We're back with part two of Clouded's Edain Hador build. So we're starting here on 400 feet. I guess he's looking at taking an ability with his 2000 experience he's pulled. I can feel the gears grinding. I'm interested in how he plays because usually I know, like I have a recipe for the abilities I take where he's actually using his brain, which is refreshing for me because mine generally fails me. But I mean, playing reactively like this, when you can kind of figure out, okay, these are the things I'm having trouble with, these are the monsters I'm going to meet next, and I think he's trying to make a plan by looking through the skill tree, which we can't see entirely. Um, I think he might just give up and add points to melee and evasion, which is usually what I end up doing too. Yep. Always good to have more of that. Alright, so let's see what we find next. Oh, let's pause and go back a bit just to see what's in the current inventory. He's found all kinds of good stuff. He still has all of his food. Unless he's found more. Well, I guess he ate and drank a lot of potions, so that does actually give you... Each herb and potion gives you like 100 points of food. I don't know how much... I think bread gives you 300. I don't know. It's significant. If you're starving, you can eat herbs until you find real food. So that maybe that's why he hasn't gotten hungry yet. He's got this flask of oil and this lantern. I probably would have consolidated these at this point, but some potions. We don't know what this one does. Staff of light. That's really handy. Barrel ring. I'm guessing this is hunger. Torches. Oh yeah, this magical leather armor. We don't know what it does yet. A shield in case we need it. That helmet defiance we found on 50 feet by some miracle. A longsword of Gondolin, and then a strangely weighted longsword for this character because you would lose a damage side. And then some spears that are great for throwing, and this battle axe of Doriath, which is going to save our ass for sure later. So, wicked. Did he? And he's using this bastard sword of Gondolin too, which is a great find. Oop. So he's using the trick again, where he goes to the mouth of the other end of the other mouth of the corridor, and just kind of waits for the AI to say, "Oh, he's out of the corridor now. I'm going to chase him." But he's getting surrounded now, and that's no fun. I'm not sure if those orcs. You gotta watch out for these things because moving out of the room like that invokes a different part of the AI. I don't think that was a different group. I think one of the orcs in this group went to flank him. They will do that, so they will try to kind of like pin you from opposite doors of a room, which is exhilarating but also terrifying. So at this point, Orc Warriors heal steamroll over them, but I think that might be Shadow Worms. Yeah, I was gonna say these Shadow Worms are actually great enemies if you meet them on their own because they do give quite good experience, and you can kind of farm them a little bit. Oh, sneaky trick. You kind of want to fight trolls one-on-one because if you get stuck with the evasion penalty, they're probably going to hit you, and trolls are not what you want to hit you. I'm curious as to why he's being so stingy with his light. Maybe keen senses, I mean, it means you can get away without having a bigger light radius for now. And it really is just a convenience thing, I guess, to use the bigger light radius, but I mean, he's got a lot of oil, like a lot of points on his lamp. Did he leave that shovel behind? I know he found a shovel before. I wonder if he just ditched it. That's interesting. I usually think of that as kind of a critical thing, but I'm possibly just not remembering that he has it. It's a very empty 400-foot floor. Was that a warg? Or is this still White Wolves? No, it's a warg. I was going to say it's pretty deep to still be fighting White Wolves. Sometimes, like, having an Axe of Doriath like this, it seems great to fight wolves, but if you plus 11's okay, but sometimes even though you get the slay on the weapon, it's sort of a pain. I always forget Lantern stack, but yeah, he's got so much light. Like 9,000 turns of light is pretty much a third of the game. So I don't know. I don't know, Clouded. It's a little bit stingy. Not sure if I'd go out for dinner with you. Or at least I'd make sure we're going splitsies. That's a decent Great Spear. The +0, I think that's usually they're -1. This is an awkward area to have to fight trolls. There's no hull to run away to, and now they've got him pinned, yeah. Yeah, he dropped that useless long. I think now he's going to take a look at his inventory and realize there's a lot of stuff in here that... Actually, let's pause. Yeah, he legit just straight up did not take that shovel. Unless I'm going crazy. I distinctly remember him finding a shovel. I wonder why he didn't do that. Also interesting. I probably would have kept wearing that amulet. He put it on and it didn't auto ID. And so he dropped it because of the risk of it being... like a dangerous... I think there is an amulet that gives danger. Wow, and he's ditching the shield. Two-handed it is. The stuff of light's useful too. Useless too. Interesting. He's taking a long. I like to actually just burn up all the charges in my light staff instead of ditching it, just to explore rooms faster, but meh. I'm really surprised at ditching the shield. Unless is he wearing a different shield right now that I don't know about? I don't think so. Well, I mean, I like playing this way. Okay, wait. I want to go back. So, this thing that just happened, it didn't animate well in this client. But this is my favorite ability in the game. These Grave Whites, they can shoot like clouds of darkness at you. So it's so cool. I don't know why I love it. It's just such a freaky thing. And it would be really cool, I think, if they had minions, because you approach them and being like, I'm gonna go kill this white. He's just a wimp, push over. And then monsters charge you, and then he whips darkness at you, and all of a sudden you're covered in darkness while monsters fight you. I want to see that happen. It's awesome. Because it doesn't actually hurt you. It's just kind of a positional thing, but it's just really cool thematically. And I'm pretty sure they're the only monster in the entire game that does that. I don't think Barrow Whites can do it. I don't think any of the other undead can do it. I think even like if there's some later monsters called Unmourned that they travel in packs. We've seen them before. They're like Oath Wraiths, except they can walk through walls, and they can scream. So I know what the intent was kind of make them like a warning committee for you, but I think it'd be neat if they could throw darkness too. Although there's so many darkness causing monsters at 950 feet that they're a very low depth monster. So hero at 450, let's see what he's going to do. How much experience is he pulling? A couple thousand. I wonder if he's thinking about going for like a high protection build. But nope. We're going for melee ability, or some different ability. Or maybe we're just shopping. I mean, Lore Master is always an attractive option. We're stuck contemplating in this little dark corner of Angband. What to do. This T2IR client has like logarithmic smoothing, which will make the game speed up a lot if if nothing's happening, but I didn't hurt them. So we took more evasion. Not a terrible idea. I mean, you can't really blame anybody for working on the basics. I think there's some shadow worms in this room. Yeah, I'd want to get out of there in a hurry before they take over. Although he didn't close the doors. Clouded, you're letting shadow worms into your house. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Just die. This is so frustrating to watch. Look, he's making ASCII art. Was that an archer? Sure was. Man, I hate these. They're so crazy powerful when they hit. Oh, Mirror. That's good. Clear potions are always Mirror, which heal. They heal hit points the same as a healing potion, I'm pretty sure, and they cure like almost every single status effect, and they give you back voice. A lot of people don't know that they give you back voice, but they're a good. There are potions of voice in the game which give you back all your voice, but it's sort of, unless you really go song heavy, it's really hard to justify, in my opinion, inventory slot for them. Whereas Mirror is great to have because it will heal half your voice, which is good in most cases. See, there's the Soroka. So I think he's going to have an easier time seeing it because he's got that perception ring. Even though he has low grace, he has keen senses. So, but you'll notice he is waiting until it's visible and then taking a swing at it. But being stunned, I mean, that's the worst part when they hit you, they stun you. But he killed it, so good stuff. You definitely want to use a heavy weapon on those. What's going on in here? Is it dark or something? I think this room may have been filled up with shadow worms. Yeah, see, I think the worms are taking over the level, or at least the area of the level he's in right now. Oh, he was on an up staircase, that's convenient. Oh, cool. Managed to ID the healing potion. Now the wargs are busting down the entire level. Wow, that was a good throw. Oh, I guess he identified the hunger ring, but he doesn't know for sure. Yeah, so now that he assumes that the other ring is hunger. This is ridiculous. You got 12,000 turns of light. Let's do something. Or did he drop the lantern? What? There we go, that makes more sense. Oh, he wielded the lantern, okay. Those are probably poison arrows, which are super helpful. The extra damage die on the venom arrow really gives them a bit more kick. Wonder why he left behind that herb if he doesn't know what it is. These distended spiders, wow. What the hell? Oh, he shot it. That one died like a bitch, but if they get a good hit in, when you have only 30 HP, their venom can cause you some really scary moments. Interesting. Let's see what the stuff is. It might be Majesty or something. I think he used it and nothing happened, which implies it might be like Slumber or Majesty because there were no monsters around. It could have been Summoning, which brings monsters upstairs, but he was in view of the stairs. And also, I think it's rare for Summoning to fail a will check. I think it's really low because, like, why would you ever want that to fail? It's penalizing. But so far, he's been going straight melee evasion. Wow, I don't think I've ever found this much light in one game ever. He's kind of trapped here, I think, right now, because there's a secret door. I mean, there's almost certainly a secret door right here. You just, at his perception level, you can't find it. So you gotta give up. It's kind of a pain to have to reset the level like that, but... Wow, he's crushing face right now. This is the fun part. You know, when you've got this level of strength and there's a lot of monsters around, you can splat. Pretty soon things are gonna get a lot harder though. Ugh. Such a great trick. He's one hit killing these things. That's pretty awesome. The reason why he's not wearing that amulet around his neck... What just happened? Was that a staff of... Oh. He drank a con potion? Oh, he didn't know what it was yet. He was quaff IDing it. Oh, that's imprisonment, but it didn't quite take. Now you gotta be closer to the door, Clouded. You won't identify it like that. And back down we go. He's got a ton of experience. So annoying. I hate being hallucinated. At least with the dragonflies it doesn't last very long, but yeah, you definitely want to play careful just so you know. Oh, he killed Gorthor and Karcharoth. Wow, this guy's a champ. And Morgoth. This is the best hallucination descriptions I've ever seen. Oh, I think he went back to normal now. Either that or these are the most boring hallucinations ever. You take that herb with him. Just eat it. Come on, you know you want to. And I guess he sucked up. Oh, I was going to say before, the reason he's probably not wearing this amulet is because of its haunted dreams. I mean, you'll find out quickly. But I think around this depth, the wandering monster for... So what haunted dreams does is it summons wraiths to the level and they come up the stairs. Yeah, that helmet could be so many different things. It's kind of a pain to carry it around. He knows its clarity. Really? I guess it can't be that many different things. But yeah, wearing the amulet can be kind of a pain because if the wandering monster ends up being a shadow... Oh, you did take it. Those are nightmarish because they're hard to hit and they they ignore your armor. Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm pretty sure it could be true sight too. There we go. And I don't know if there's oh, he's going for Lore Master. Sweet. Or not. Oh, come on, you know you want to. It's like the best ability in the game. Do it. No. He's pulling it. Well, that makes more sense. If you're going to go for Lore Master and you can't afford it right now, it's better to pull the experience and buy it all at once. Because if you get into deep trouble, you can spend the experience on something else if you need to. Like, for example, if you catch yourself in a situation where you're surrounded or something, you absolutely don't think you're going to survive. You could dump the evasion points in and buy crowd fighting, or you could just dump more points into evasion in general because you know you're going to need them. Oh, you got drained by another worm ras. That is so annoying. Not nearly as annoying as the Soroko. God, do we hate them. Oh, and this is even worse. He stepped on a caltrap. Now he's slow, and that Sororoko's gonna go punch his face in. Unless they got bored. They move erratically, I think, so... No, it's still there. Too late now. He was trying to figure out if his helmet was... Actually, that's true. Soroko are a great monster to ID your helm like that. Because they stun you. So if they do... If your thing is clarity and they hit to stun, you'll probably notice that it didn't work. But if they're... Oh, come on. You gotta take 4 throwing axes. Ah, sweet. He's taking spears over throwing axes. It's man after my own heart. Oh, it's not too bad in the hallway. The alarm traps, although I think something hurt him. Frickin' wargs. That's a lot of wargs. It's the warg patrol. Yeah, I'd be wondering what the hell to do here too. I would just try to disarm that trap. Yeah, everything's awake. Because wargs move erratically, that trick he's using to suck them down the corridor, it's a little bit trickier. They kind of bounce around. This could get tricky, actually. Those archers are going to be a pain in the butt. He's being very patient with these wargs. He's not really getting hit. That's good. He'll have full HP when the archers come down the tube. I think now he's trying to figure out a way to pull them into the room. Jesus. Well, he's definitely not having any trouble with archers, that's for sure. Well, I would probably take the greatsword as my big weapon. I think he'd get like +2 to melee with it, and he'd hit almost as hard. I know having the Doriath battle axe is definitely great, but I think he probably has room in his inventory. Like, there's probably something in there that's less good than that greatsword, but... Oh, but he has the bastard sword, never mind. I totally forgot. That's way better, it's more versatile. How much experience does he need for a Lore Master? He's at 3 perception now, right? So 400 plus 500 is 100. 1500, 700 is 2200. It's 1500. And it's 3700. I think he has enough. Giants are terrifying for this build because you think, yeah, plus 14 evasion isn't a lot and his protection's not high either. Yeah, that was a smart thing to do, was run away from that giant. And trying to ID these amulets by wearing them is tricky. Because we got screwed in our last game like that. One of them was a -1 constitution amulet. Actually, those snow trolls have pretty good accuracy too. Snow Patrol. Get it? Although he crushed that one. Wow. Oh, come on. Just take Lore Master. You know you want to. It'll pay for itself. Wow. He's not going to do it. Yeah, wow. Still playing a lot of experience. I don't know what he's, it's a neat technique. It's good to find this much mirror bore this early. Let's see if this helmet really is true sight. No, I don't think it is. Is that evasion or something? Oh wow, that's a good protection ring, 1d2. Good. True sight helm, that's an amazing find. Way better than Amulet of Haunted Dreams. Although now I can tell he's thinking, shit, am I gonna have to take out this giant to get my stuff back? I hate it when they manage to get away. Don't. Ah, so frustrating. Giants drop good stuff, so. Oh, it's Gillum. I don't know. This seems like a bad idea. Yeah. Did he lose throwing axes? This one's probably understanding or a warding staff or something. Yeah, understanding for some reason it takes forever to. If you have low will, I think it has a really high will check. Oh, I've been through this so many times. He's adding will just to use the damn staff. Well, I imagine what the shit. There could be another reason too. Maybe he knows he's going for certain will builds. So we're kind of going through the ID game here. Sorry, I've said clearly before that one of my favorite things about Sil is they gave us the option to kind of bail on the ID game. Wait, did you? I actually missed what just happened there. I'm not gonna lie, I was looking at my cell phone. Worst caster ever. I just want to see. No, okay, so he did not, in fact, take Lore Master. I was wondering where he got the experience. Alright, back down to... Is he seriously a 550 feet? That's pretty impressive. He's doing really well. I mean, this is a pretty buff character. Like, the stats aren't too far off from an elf. The low grace is a bitch, but... Oi. Werewolves are nasty with these stats. Plus 14 is just on the verge of what you want to hit them. Yeah, their evasion, plus 14. He'll hit him half the time. That's enough with that axe. Yeah, see, so those are the ones I told you, they ignore armor. And they have actually really high to hit, so he's probably just going to leave the level. Yeah. Because I don't know if their touch can crit, but if they can, that's nasty. That must be, so what happened there, I'm going to pause for a sec. What used to happen in Sil was that they penalized you from fucking around with the stairs by making it cost a lot of time, I think. So I'm pretty sure what used to happen is if you went up or down a staircase, it cost you, like, let's say 500 turns of time. I'm just going to make up that number. Some number that was big and significant enough of a penalty that you wouldn't want to stair scum or constantly use the stairs to escape. But that was kind of lame, I guess. I mean, I didn't mind it. I thought that was actually a decent way of doing it. But, I mean, it's one of those things where if you're a min-maxer, it's kind of prohibitive to say, you know, you would be encouraging a lot of our community to just basically die rather than take the stairs. The obesity epidemic would be rampant among elves. So, to encourage elves to exercise and take stairs up and down, they changed the game so that you can totally take stairs up and down all day long, but if you do so many times within a short period of time, or this is just how it manifests, basically, I don't know the exact math behind it, there's a chance that your staircase will crumble when you're on it, which, in this case, Clouded was going down a staircase, so you might ask, what's the big deal? He was already going down, so the fact that he fell through a false floor basically accomplishes what he was trying to do anyways. But the difference is now, is that he's stuck in this level and he has no idea where the upstairs is, and he has no idea where the downstairs are. So if he gets stuck in a situation where monsters are stronger than he is and he needs to flee, he doesn't know where to flee to. So it is kind of scary to be in this situation, especially when you're hurt. Because if you fall and immediately you meet a pack of, say, werewolves that you're not ready for yet, you have no idea where to go. And he's thinking, maybe I should heal before I fight this thing, because it could probably hit me and kill me in one hit, but he stopped it. So he's actually doing really well with those werewolves. His axe is helping him a lot. So he's going to try and find a quiet corner to take a nap, maybe. Actually, a very impressive focus on evasion and melee. There's one guy in the forums named Hugo that for, like, years, basically, maybe time for some stuff. Interesting. I guess he's getting tired of being hunted by everything. I mean, if you have the experience, I don't know how much is 6 stealth really going to help you here. I don't know. You're a brave man, Clouded. Yeah, I don't know how much is going to help. Because I think 6 stealth, well, they won't hear you from like 20 rooms over. Yeah, he's I can see what he's thinking. It does get tiresome to have to fight every single monster that's like within a 100-foot radius. Wow, he got whacked. That is so cheese. He was pillar dancing so that he could heal. Oh man, this is going real bad real fast. That pure luck. That was very lucky. That pillar dance song, I'm going to remember that. That's a neat trick. Oh, I guess one of his stabs was recharging? Or is it on the floor? Yeah. Usually I just use recharging stabs right off the floor, and I charge the staff that's the most useful to me at the time. Yeah, amulet would definitely be good to know. Whoa, herbs, interesting. It's pretty smart, actually. Emphasizing identifying consumables over over equipment when you're short on consumables. So you can get Venom's End on leather. It's good to know. That'll actually be helpful for him when he meets these werewolves. I guess he's getting sick of this game, so he's just gonna dump. You know what? 7 stealth means you can go to Opportunist if you want it, and that's a great ability. Plus, it makes you a bit quieter. So that's. Do you need even that much stealth to get Opportunist? I don't know. But the thing is, he's gonna have to get follow through or assassination first. Assassination would be like fucking useless for this build, basically. How did he know that was Haunted Dreams? Did he have one before? Yeah, or he would have to get follow through, which, I mean, everybody gets follow through. It unlocks a lot of abilities on the melee tree. It's not incredibly good by itself, but I mean, extra attacks always help, even when it's only when a monster dies. So. But what I was saying before is there's a guy in the forums named Hugo who, for years, played builds that were just melee evasion. Like he would only put points into melee and evasion. It was madness. I don't know how he did it, but he always seems to get characters down to like at least the throne room, or pretty close. That is a neat looking sword, but it's a longsword of fury, and it's sticky cursed. So now you're fucked. Oh, but he had Sanctity. He must have known that one of those stabs was likely Sanctity. No, don't drop it. Use it. Use it. Come on. That isn't a bad longsword. Yeah, right. I know. But too much for this. Too much for this character. I don't know if he means it's too heavy or if it's just too much to deal with because of the aggravation. I still don't know how aggravate works in Sil. If it works like Angband, I would never use it because in Angband, you wake up monsters in like China. They dig through the ground, come out the other side of the earth, upside down, and whack you with their upside down clubs because it has such a huge range. And if that's what it does in this game, I would never ever use it. But let's see. I will try it one day to assess. So actually, that 7 stealth seems to be helping him a bit. That giant, man. That sword is probably Final Rest that he just found. It's so fun to whip. I actually got killed by Gillum, the giant, the other day when he whipped a rock at me. I'd never been hit by one before. It has like an abysmal hit rate, but when it hits, it's like 60 something, 60 scary. Oh wow, those special arrows he has are sharpness arrows. Arrows are piercing. You can see because it said it pierced the giant. I don't think he's identified them yet. Maybe he has. Yeah, I do this too. You know, if I have 2 kinds of special arrows, even if I only have like 10 and 10, I shoot hardly ever. So I'd rather keep those than the infinity. Well, I don't know what's going on here. He dropped a whole bunch of stuff. Hello, dragon. Hello, serpent. Yeah, you can kill that, totally. Come on. Hit it. You can do it. Why are you running? Oh, he doesn't have a shield. Yeah, I don't know. Their breath does 20 damage, so... Did he take Disguise? I guess he's getting tired of having to fight every single monster, which actually that's not bad. Disguise gives you... I think monsters get like a bonus when you're in line of sight. Holy fuck. This must be like Othrod or something. Or it's just a... Yeah, I think that was Othrod. Is it him? I like how like the badass orc is pink in this. No, you don't need to buff for this fight. You can totally do it. You got it. He one-hit killed the captain. This is out of control. It's a staff of self-knowledge. That amulet he's wearing is constitution, although I think he already knows it. Nope, he didn't know it. Yeah, he found a lot of good stuff this game. No artifacts yet, but a lot of good stuff. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure that's the Brethel. I fucking love these gloves. Throwing Mastery is an ability I will never take, but it's badass if you get it for free. That's pretty fun. These are fun gloves. I hope he keeps them. And Sustaining Dexterity is actually pretty handy, especially if you find it a bit earlier. Man, so much stuff. That longbow is probably going to ID by use too, because he's already seen Doriath, he's already seen Gondolin. And I think if you've seen them on your hand weapons, you'll know them on bows too. Maybe not though. But I think the rest of the bow abilities, I think the only ones that are left, well, maybe not on use, but he'll just have to shoot a few arrows. Because Radiance, you'll find out in a hurry. What just happened? Did he find a better amulet? This is getting scary because he actually has no... being surrounded by Soroko is bad. I don't think he has any items of resistance at all. Like, not fire, not cold. I guess he has Venom's End for poison, which is great, but... Oh, he had to take the down shaft. That's frightening. I would go back up, actually, probably. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think this character's ready for 650 yet. Why is the giant running? Oh, maybe... See, I'm used to the OSX, the Coco interface, where monsters who are unwary are, like, faded out. And I'm not sure if it does this in the original terminal he played with, but in the way that my terminal is rendering the TTY record, I can't tell if they're unwary or if they've seen him. Oh, he found his hunger ring. Something's free action too, I don't know what though. Oh, it's probably his sword I bet he switched to that I thought was Final Rest before. Yeah, totally. I'm pretty sure it's the only one left that's not auto ID. See, I can play the ID game. I just hate it. And the bummer is he's identified these things by hand, but he's not going to get the experience for identifying them. Which is, I hate that. It drives me crazy. Oh, man. I hope one of those potions is Grace, buddy. You got no Levis. And actually, if he still has that Helm of Defiance, I would have put that on before trying to auto ID or trying to ID potions by use, because you get a chance to resist. That's based on will, I'm pretty sure. I hate it when you get in these throwing... Man, throwing axe is so good against giants, though. But I hate it when you get in these throwing fights with them. This is bad, actually. This many heavy hitters. And the giant's got full HP. Yeah, that's nasty. GTFO. Although I would not want to... Oh, he left. He lost his axes. Smart man, though. I would just keep diving until I die, so it's smart to have her around 550 again. But losing the throwing axes is shitty. I mean, it's better than dying, but... I mean, he has a bow and arrow, it's not a big deal. Not quite sure why he did that, actually. Oh, cool. So now he knows that the silver amulets are adornment. I'm pretty sure adornment amulets, you actually can't ID them unless you have Lore Mastery. Unless maybe really high perception characters figure it out after a while, but I've never seen it happen. So now he's cranking Will. Yeah, I was going to say, you can't just ignore melee and evasion at this stage. I wonder if he's going to go for like hardiness or if he's gunning. He's probably gunning for Constitution, actually. Oh, Jesus. least that giant hasn't seen him yet. I think he's waiting for it to leave because it looks like a vaulty type room, so there might be good stuff in there. But he doesn't want to fight the giant. But yeah, it's totally a vaulty. That's a silent watcher. That's what though? Is that? Oh god, I thought that was Turcano. That's the color that Turcano is on my game. Turcano's like one of the. He's like the boss Balrog. Well, except for Gothmog, but that's a whole other story. Yeah, so he's just gonna avoid that whole vault area, which is kind of a bummer because you can find good stuff, but maybe he'll go back. We'll see. Actually, I don't know why he ran from the Soroka. I'm pretty sure he could have crushed it in a couple of hits, but I guess he's worried about getting smacked. Like, yeah, Snow Trolls hit pretty hard too, so. So Throwing Mastery, I'm pretty sure gives +5 to throwing attacks, which is a lot. But now he has nothing left to throw, so that's kind of sad. Yeah, and I don't know how much luck he's going to have with arrows at this point. Nothing like hitting a dragonfly with an axe. Oh, that's a good greatsword. -1 3d6. And Shadow Spider's my least favorite monsters in the game. Although he killed it. True Sight helps because it helps resist blindness, I think. I could be totally wrong, but I'm pretty sure it does. There's a lot of wargs on this level. I think he realized there was a darkness causing monster up here, and was possibly worried it was either a shadow. Well, and he killed that shadow spider, right? But maybe he was worried it was another one, or even like a creeping or a lurking horror or something. Damn. Oh, actually, there's a good room to take out archers. Especially if you can close the door like that. There's a whole bunch of them, though. Unless those are warriors? I don't think so, though. I think they're all archers. Yeah, you got no axes left to throw, my friend. And your arrows aren't going to cut it here. Oh, you got it. I actually find it very sad that he found all those axes and now, is Ulfang here or something? Why are there so many damn... Oh, there is. Man, I play this game too much. So, that's a boss monster. Let's see. That guy's not that tough, but his accuracy is quite high. It's good that he managed to pull him to the front. This could be going a lot worse. So it's really frustrating not to have anything to throw. Wow, he turned to fight. He's very lucky that that happened. I thought for sure he was going to run back to his buddies. Those could be boots of sprinting. Oh no, boots of stealth. That's, I guess, okay. +1 is not great, especially for frickin' Ulfang to drop. I mean, he's a unique. You can get those, like, at 50 feet pretty regularly. I probably would have dumped both faucets of oil into this one lamp to open up an inventory slot, but that's just me. I feel like carrying the oil and the lamps together is sort of inefficient. Especially if you're tight for inventory space, but... Oh, there's another worms eating the level. Yeah, I mean, at this point, you could just ditch all the extra lamps you have and carry only oil, and you would be okay. So he's fighting the shadow spider in this nook, because if things go really badly and he gets blinded, he can just move diagonally, and the spider won't chase him anymore. Yeah, see, this is what happens, right? You're confused too, because you can actually see the monster and yet you can't fucking kill it because they're too strong. That's why. Awesome. This is like the most lightest game I've ever seen. So the lurking horrors aren't terrible because you can kite them, but while you're kiting them, they can hit you with fear. Although I don't know if he's wearing that helmet of defiance or not. That's another shadow spider. Oh, you should have moved diagonally, Clouded. Well, I think he still would have been able to see you. I know how you feel. You want to go back and kill it because it's the worst monster in the game. But you're scared. That extra light will help from the Doriath. Now he's getting hit with a shadow bat. And actually, I would not want to tangle with this thing right now, because if the shadow spider shows up at the same time, they'll... Well, it's dead now. Oh man, -2 grace. This is a record. He's actually getting to the point where if he gets one more grace point drained, a single grace potion or a single herb of restoration won't be enough to heal the drainage. Fuck, shadow spiders die. This is quite a huge floor. Ooh. What could that possibly be? It's a special glaive that hasn't ID'd yet. I hope it's Gorin or something. If it's an artifact, that'll be freaking wicked. I don't think it can be the Glaive of the Sirion, because that one gives you abilities. I think the Glaive of Gorin is 2d9 as well. But I think it might be -1. He'll find out as soon as he hits something. Or not. Sweet. Come on, yeah, Thorian Mastery. Yeah. Actually, if this is the Glaive of Gorin, you could try tunneling through the wall. It is the Glaive of Gorin. I told you I played this game too much. This is the best fucking weapon in the game, for spears at least. It has sharpness, it cuts... The tunneling is great because you can actually dig through walls when things trap you. It's sort of an awkward weight damage dice combo, but I mean, if you get one critical with it, he's hitting 3d13, and he's cutting right through armor, so maybe he'll stick with this weapon. Because he was already going two-handed, so this is actually ideal. He doesn't need to rejig his setup to deal without having a shield. Another +2 cloak. I mean, this is a great find. Anything with sharpness, I mean, such a great find, because most of the difficulties that happen in the next few floors are because you can't do damage fast enough. And especially for the beefier monsters, being able to cut right through their armor is super helpful. And the tunneling, I mean, that means you get to use one slot to both dig and fight. Yeah, he's got so much stuff. Although ditching the Venom's End is pretty ballsy. I guess he's got a little bit of stealth now, so he doesn't need to worry about having to fight everything with poison. But like, for example, Emerald Serpents, it's really nice to have a Venom's End item sitting around. And there's so many, like that Staff of Understanding he's probably keeping in case he finds recharging. 500 feet. FV. I don't know what FE means. And down we go. I think, let's see what he's going to do here. Yeah, so I'm going to call it here because my voice is running out, which implies that I think I've been casting this one for a while. That was actually a really cool section. A lot of stuff happened. The Glaive of Gara, and I'm curious to see if he sticks with it, because he might have a hard time hitting things with it. And this 2d13 is good damage dice, especially since you're always going to do that damage. But for cats and stuff, it might not make sense. And you know, interestingly, with this build, he's only taken one melee ability, which is power, I think. I haven't seen him take anything else, and that one was free. So he could... This is actually a great character to take Polearm Mastery with if he decides he wants to commit, because normally it's not worth it. It makes everything more expensive. But in this case, he got his first one for free already. So it could be neat, because Polearm Mastery would give him +1 to melee, and then he could do that thing where if you pass your turn and a monster steps into your range, you get a free hit on it. And plus, if he decides to throw spears later, again, you get the melee bonus to those two. But anyways, we'll see what he does. At this stage, I would want to remain a little bit flexible because the melee penalty on the spear. Although, you know what? Taking Polearm Mastery would mean not much different than the Bastard Sword that he's using already. So I don't know. I trust Clouded. He's going to do something smart. I'm curious to see what it is next video. I hope you're curious too. So stay tuned for the next one. Bye for now.